Hi everybody, this is Noelle from Petitti Garden Centers, and it's midsummer and the coneflowers are looking awesome. And this is a great plant. If you have sunny spots that you need a dependable plant, try the coneflowers, often called Echinacea. I was reading that Echinacea is derived from a Greek word meaning hedgehog. And they can be rough sometimes, especially when their seed heads develop. But I heard that it was actually underneath the flower where they rest. It's kind of rough underneath there. So who knows? But the Echinacea or coneflower, they love sunny spots. So if you can put them in a sunny garden, 6 or more hours of sunlight, direct sunlight on them, they will love that. They are native to Ohio. Granted, all of these are cultivated varieties of a native, but they do grow very, very well in our clay soils, also very cold tolerant in Northeast Ohio. So they do a nice job for us. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago, you only had purple really to choose from. There were some whites available out there. Now look at all the colors. There's so many beautiful varieties to choose from, and tall, short, all different. So just come out and take a look. They really are a great plant. I will tell you, well-drained soils are preferable. They can take a little bit of moisture, especially in the spring or in the fall when we do have heavy rainfall, but try to keep them planted slightly above the natural soil level so the water drains very well from them. The other thing that we like to do is fertilize them, of course. So fertilizing them twice a season, once in the spring with plant tone and iron tone, and once midsummer with plant tone and iron tone, you're done. You're ready for the rest of the season. Now, many of the newer varieties are what we would call cut and come again varieties. So you do want to make sure that you are using these guys. Cut flower arrangements, dried flower arrangements, they do wonderful. And as you cut, more will come and produce. And then later in the season, let some of the flowers stay up on the plants so the seed heads develop, and it's a great natural bird feeder for all the songbirds. So the finches absolutely love them. You'll see a ton of goldfinches around them, but many other birds will feed off the seed heads. So do keep that in mind. Lots of different varieties that we have here. The multicolored variety that you see around is called Cheyenne Spirit, and it is just a potluck of color. You don't know what you're getting, and every year it seems to develop a little bit differently, but it is just a mixture of those oranges and yellows and reds and pinks. It is fantastic. It's a taller coneflower, right around the 2.5 foot mark, but boy, does it branch and continue to produce for you. So that's a beautiful, beautiful one. I do have a really cool series. It's called the Sombrero series. Sombreros are a little bit more compact. So they grow right around the 16, 18, 20 inch mark. And there are single colors of the Sombrero series. I've got Flamenco Orange here, which is just a beautiful kind of dark orange, burnt orange. I also have Salsa Red, which is fantastic. It's a bright, fiery red, and it's really, really nice out in the landscape. Very, very eye-catching. I have the doubles, and I've talked about the double coneflowers before. This is the double scoop series. Cranberry is a little bit larger, so I have the cranberry double scoop here. It's very fragrant. I also have double scoop raspberry down below. It's a little bit shorter, a little bit more compact variety, if you will, so there's some variation in that family too. Just remember, with the double flowering types, they tend to be a little bit more fragrant. However, they do not develop the seed heads as a natural bird feeder. So just remember that. They'll still attract pollinators. It's just they serve a little bit different purpose, as the doubled flowering types don't develop that seed. I also have Powwow Wild Berry. This is a beautiful pinky purple type. It's a very compact, and it's a really good brancher and keeps on blooming too. All these newer varieties just keep on producing. There's also Powwow White, so that one's available as well out in the landscape. So As you can tell, planted with grasses. This is a beautiful pennisetum grass called Carly Rose. Beautiful pink seed heads on her, but gorgeous in sort of a meadow scene, if you will. They're great on the outside of a rain garden in those drier margins of a rain garden. They're gorgeous in a cut flower garden. They are fairly good as far as deer resistance is concerned. I have had deer nibble off petals and take a nibble on the leaves. But other than that, they do a wonderful job out in the garden for us, and the pollinators love them. Enjoy.